Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I know this is a lot going on. It's a lot of color, it's a lot of hoop, it's a lot of everything. But today's video is going to be my Boxycharm unboxing slash try on slash makeup tutorial. You guys know that every single month when I get my Boxycharm, except last month, I skipped last month and I don't even know why I skipped last month. Last month was a blur, but every single month I take my Boxycharm and I show you guys a makeup tutorial using the products that are in the box. If you have no idea what Boxycharm is, Boxycharm, it's not even in the frame. Boxycharm is a monthly subscription box. You pay $21 and you get 4 to 5 full-size products. In this month's box, we actually got 6 products, so that's a good thing. The lipstick color that came in my box, it's not the lipstick color that I am wearing, but I will show you that in the video. But I wanted to give you guys 2 options. So if you want to see how I got this look using the products that I received in my Boxycharm and some other goodies, then just go ahead and keep on watching. Alrighty, so I zoomed you guys up nice and close so that you can see what I am going to be doing. We are going to be starting off with the eyes. In this month's box, we receive in Alamar Cosmetics eyeshadow palette in Reina del Caribe Volume 1. I do have a makeup tutorial using this palette already, but today I'm going to show you guys a more colorful look using the palette that came in your box. So let's go ahead and start doing that. I'm going to start off and prime my eyelids. I'm just going to take a little bit of my Tarte Shape Tape Concealer and I'm just going to prime away. I'm going to set that concealer into place using a translucent powder. Any translucent powder will work. You can also use a vanilla tone shadow or a bone tone shadow. You just want to make sure that you set that primer into place. So I am going to take my palette and I'm going to be dipping into this shade right here, and this is called Coco Taxi, and this is going to be our transition shade. So I'm just going to pack this in my crease. I'm gonna go into the shade Celia and I'm gonna take it with that same fluffy brush. I don't typically do this where I do like a glittery crease, but today I want to do something that's more metallic all around, so I'm just gonna go with it and hopefully it turns out pretty. We shall see. So I'm gonna take that in a fluffy brush and I'm going to work this in the crease. It's such a freaking pretty color. It's such a pretty color. It's so unique because it's not green, but it's not minty, and it's not blue. It's so pretty. So I am going to pop this in my crease and I am going to wing it out. When I get back here, I'm just going to extend it. And don't worry if you get it everywhere like I did. We're going to clean it up. Don't worry. I'm going to take that same fluffy brush and I am going to go into Baradero, which is this beautiful royal blue shade. So I am going to take that with that same brush, and again I'm going to focus this on the crease. Oh, so pretty. So I'm going to focus that on the crease and blend it upwards just a little bit, but we're not going to take it as high as we took Celia. We want to keep this really nice and concentrated on the crease. So I am just focusing this color right here really tight on the crease. Look at that. It looks wet. Eyeshadow looks wet. And then I'm going to go ahead and just put this all over my entire lid area. I'm going to go in with a little bit more of Celia on another brush, and I am just going to re-intensify the crease. So just in case you lost some of that green when you were playing with the blue, you just want to go ahead and re-intensify it. I'm going to go into the shade Malecon and I'm going to take that with my finger, and I'm actually going to put this in the middle of the lid just to give us something a little extra. And then I'm going to go back in with a little bit more of Baradero and I'm just going to blend out those edges. I just kind of want it to look just like a little bit of that gold shade right here. See how it just kind of looks like it's like pushing up, but nothing too crazy. So I'm just going to blend out those edges. I'm going to go in with the makeup wipe and I'm just going to wipe off any fallout and clean out this outer corner right here to make it nice and crisp. I'm going in with a little bit of La Costa this pinky shade right here. And we are going to work this in our brow bone as our brow bone highlight. Alrighty, so moving on to the skin for now, and then we'll come back to the eyes in just a second. I took some of the e.l.f. booster drops. I really have been liking these. And now I am going to prime my skin using the Cover FX Blurring Primer. I'm going to go ahead and take a small layer of concealer. This is the Kevyn Aucoin Central Skin Concealer in SX05, I believe. And I'm going to apply this under my eyes because if you guys notice, you can see that I have some darkness right here. So I am just going to take this right here, and this is just going to give us an extra layer of coverage. And I'm also going to apply the concealer on the areas where I feel like I need a little bit more coverage. I'm going to take a Luxie 512 small contouring brush, and I am just going to buff that into my skin. Before we go ahead with foundation, I'm going to take a little bit of the Marc Jacobs Do You Dewdrops. I love this stuff. I'm going to take a little bit and I'm just going to apply it with my hand, like if I was just applying a BB cream. So I'm just going to apply this everywhere. For foundation today, I am going in with the CoverGirl True Blend Matte Foundation. I do have a review on this particular foundation, so if you want to see that, you can go ahead and click the cards up here and it will take you to that video. Today I am going to be using shade M10, so I'm just going to pounce this color in. I love this foundation, you guys. Look how good my skin looks. Love, love, love this foundation. Moving on to concealer, I am going to be using the Kevyn Aucoin Supernatural Concealer. This is probably hands down my favorite concealer at the moment. So I am actually going to mix in a little bit of my Tarte Shape Tape. Very little because this is pigmented. So I'm going to do about that much. Right in here. I'm going to blend it out using my tiny, tiny little beauty sponge. And then I am going to set my under eyes using the Hourglass Mineral Veil Translucent Powder. Kind of forgot the name there for a second. I'm going to go ahead and take that same little sponge and blend this in. While that is kind of baking under there, I forgot to highlight the center of my face. So I'm going to do that now. I'm going to put a little bit on the chin. Cupid's bow down the bridge of the nose and up here. This is a Sedona Lace 480 brush, and I'm just going to use this to blend this into the skin. I'm going to pounce it in. And then I'm going to take that translucent powder once again and just kind of set that into place. While that kind of bakes into my skin, I'm going to go ahead and finish the lower lash line. So I'm going to start off by taking Varadero, which is that blue shade. And I am going to apply this in my lower lash line. And then I'm going to go ahead and take a pencil brush with the shade Seria, which is the greenish bluish shade. And I am just going to smoke this in the lower lash line. In the box, we also received a dark brown eyeliner pencil. So I am going to line my waterline with this pencil. That was very pigmented. I'm happy about that. Usually eyeliners are a hit or a miss. I'm gonna take a little bit of a Malecón and a little bit of La Costa. I'm gonna mix the two together. And I'm going to put this right here in the inner corner of the eyes to open up the eyes. Just, oh, look how pigmented that is. It's so pigmented. So in the box this month, we received some Luxie brushes. We received 3 brushes. So I am going to use this one, which is called Precision Foundation Brush. And I am just going to dust off that powder that we had applied. So moving on to highlight, I want to highlight my face now that my skin is nice and tacky. So I'm going to take the Desi Katy Highlight in Fuego, and I am going to be using that same brush, the 660 Precision Foundation Brush that we got in our box. So I'm just going to put this right here, and then I'm also going to bring it right here on the side. I love it. I'm going to take some of that highlight and I'm going to put it on the tip of the nose. And right here where the nose kind of arches down. And then I'm going to take a little bit on the chin. And on the cupid's bow. I'm going to go ahead and bronze up the skin just a little bit. I don't want to do a lot of bronzer for this look because I don't want it to take over the eyes. So I'm going to take a little bit of the Lorac Tantalizer. This is probably my favorite product whenever summer comes around. I love this so much. I'm going to take it using the tapered highlighter brush. It's funny because we use the foundation brush for highlight and then we use the highlight brush for bronzer. So it's okay, do your thing. So I'm going to take some of this and I am going to lightly sweep this right here as my bronzer. It's such a pretty shade because it has some gold specks in there. It's like a rosy gold. If you have fair skin, this might not work for you, to be quite honest, because it's a lot, like it's a lot of color. So I would go for something that's a little bit lighter. But if you have medium to deep skin, this is so pretty. I'm gonna go in with some blush and I'm gonna go back in to my palette. And Gabby likes to use Tropico as a blush, I believe, if I'm looking at her snaps correctly. So I'm gonna take some of Tropico, and this is the Luxie Duo Fiber brush. It's a nice tapered fiber brush. So I'm gonna take a little bit of Tropico, like super little, because this is very, very pigmented. And I'm gonna smile and I'm just going to apply it right here on the apple of my cheek for a nice rosy shade. That is so pretty. So now I'm going to wipe off that brush. I'm gonna wipe it off my hands. And I am going to take a little bit of La Costa and I am going to apply that on the apple of my cheek to give me like a bling whenever I smile. So right here, I am applying this so lightly and it's still so freaking pigmented. Alrighty, so I'm gonna go ahead and apply a coat of mascara. This is the Mally Smoky Mama mascara. I've recently been really liking this mascara, so I'm just gonna apply a coat to my top and bottom lashes. In this month's box, we actually received a pair of lashes, which I am so excited for because I love lashes. This is the Battington lashes and I got the style Monroe. So this is what they look like. It seems to be a very natural lash, which I hope it looks okay with this look because this is such a dramatic look. I feel like a dramatic lash would have been better, but that's okay. We're gonna try it anyways. Alrighty, so that is the lashes on. Very pretty, very wispy, but I would have preferred something more dramatic, but that's just me being me. But it's a very pretty everyday kind of lash. So let's go ahead and move on to the lips. I'm gonna take the eyeliner that came in the box and I'm going to contour the lips just a little bit to make them appear a little bit fuller. So I'm gonna go down the center and I'm going to draw a line like so. And then up here as well, I'm going to draw like a V. And then I'm just going to go in with the liquid lipstick. In my box, I got the OFRA liquid lipstick in the shade Verona. It's a really pretty kind of brownie shade. So I'm going to apply that all over the lips. So this is what this liquid lipstick looks like. It's a really pretty brownie shade with some red in there, some purple reddish tones in there. Very, very pretty. Very, very pretty. It's very, very pretty, but I want to do something that's a little bit more Caribbean queenish. So I'm going to take this off, but this is the liquid lipstick that came in the box. You guys know I love OFRA liquid lipstick, so I have nothing but nice things to say about the OFRA formula, and this color is just beautiful, but it's just not what I'm going for today. So I'm going to wipe this off and we're going to try something a little bit more fiery. Okay, so I am going to go in with the MAC Cosmetics pencil in the shade Red, and I am just going to line my lips. Now my lips are lined, I am going to fill it in using the Desi and Katie Dose of Colors collaboration in the shade Hot Fire. Oh yeah, baby! I think I overlined a little too much. What do you guys think? Okay, let's clean it up a little bit because I think I gave myself two big bimbas. Okay, so that is more like it. That is more Latina-esque. So I'm gonna go ahead and pop on some earrings and then I'll zoom you guys out so you can see the final look. Alrighty, so I had to pop in some hoops because what kind of Latina would I be if I don't own a big chunky pair of hoops? And by the way, my hoops are from Forever 21 because I always get questions whenever I wear these hoops, so go get you some. So yeah, this is the finished look. I definitely wanted to play with some color today because I have used this palette before, but I did a more neutral look. So today we're playing with color. I definitely loved everything that was in this month's box. I think this month was definitely a hit. There was not one thing that I could complain about. If I want to get really, really, really picky, I think I would complain about the lashes not being dramatic enough, but not everybody's gonna do this eye look, so this is just me being picky. That is pretty much it. I'm going to have a link down below where you can go ahead and check out Boxycharm. As always, my Boxycharm videos are not sponsored. I do them because I like to do them and you guys enjoy watching them. So that is going to do it. Don't forget to subscribe for more videos like this one. Hit that like button if you enjoyed, and don't forget to hit those post notifications to get an update sent to your phone whenever I upload a new video. Woo! I will see you guys in my next video. Mwah!